Welcome everyone to No Man's Land episode 4. We are currently taking this load of little logs here. Now, yes, they are all delimbed. The little tree branches you see hanging off them, just pretend like those aren't there. Those are glitches in the logs that those won't come off. But anyhow, we're taking this to our friend out here, Todd. I believe was Todd. Todd was his name. Todd was his name. That was going to start a little small equipment dealer out here. The guy we sold our weight to. He's got all that stuff sitting out there. But we're going to deliver this to him here and see kind of how much we get for it. But yeah, he needed some different trees stuff for some of these different things here to build up some new fences and whatnot. So hopefully he gets those done before the end of the episode. That'd be kind of cool to see some new fences out here. But yeah, so we'll get these out here to Todd, and then yeah, we'll go from there. So all right, ooh, I'm coming in a little hot here. All right, well, I'm gonna go talk to Todd. I will get these dropped off. I'll let you guys know what we were able to get for him. All right, Todd gave us just over 2,500 bucks for him, so that's perfect. I think he's got them stacked behind his house or something along those lines. But anyhow, he's gonna start working on getting his fences put up. I told him to let us know if he needs anything. He might come over here and talk to, I guess, the guy that runs the biomass heating plant. Yes, he does burn stuff here, but I guess he also kind of operates it as a sawmill too. So he does do some kind of sawmilling and making of boards and what have you. So they might have a little bit of that going on. We might be able to get him some wood for that. So I guess he does do some of that as well as he does burn some of the products and stuff like that. But yeah, and I believe he buys other stuff as well, the biomass heating plant. I'm actually, what is it? What do they buy? All of a sudden, let's take a look here. Biomass heating plant. Yeah, so they buy all sorts of different stuff, wood chips and stuff like that. But yeah, so I guess he does take other stuff there as well that he will turn into different various things. Now, there's a lot of other good, there's actually a lot of really good sell points in here as well, which I'm pretty excited about to hopefully get to use some of these to build some of the various things up and whatnot. But yeah, so all sorts of different, but there's a sawmill that this I believe was with, this is built into the map with the update. Holy cow, this thing is huge. So this sort of setup here, this is the sawmill that was kind of built in, but or not built in, but it was added in with the latest update, so you can place that down as well. I know some people commented on the first episode about being able to sell wood at the at the store and stuff like that. Yes, I believe I should have it all up to date now, but yeah, so I do appreciate all those comments, and I do know about the collectibles on top of the shop. I will not be collecting those, however, because that's just a really easy way to get money. I'm not going to try to do that because I want to obviously keep it to be a challenge on here. But yeah, so hopefully this episode, I want to start doing some farming on here. All right, well, and by farming, I mean start getting ready to farm. So yes, we'll take a look here at the farm in a second once we get back here. Because we do have, yeah, we do have a lot of trees cleared out. So I think we need to start working on getting some farming type of stuff going. And I think that silage will be a good way to go about that. So we will look into doing some of that. Now, some of you guys are saying to lease the stuff. Some are saying to buy it. So I'll probably go through the comments again and see what the overall opinion was of it. But as you can see here, we've actually cleared out a lot of trees. If we actually go, let's just go into flight mode real quick. I think, where's our property line? Just a little bit further. Right here's our property line. Right up, not up and down that way, up and down that way. Up and down this way is our property line. So we only have a few more trees left in here before we actually cut all the trees that we, theoretically speaking, own in this area. So obviously we have those trees over there. I think some of those might be in our, I believe the property line is like right, oh, it's actually over a little further. Maybe a touch over this way. So this is where the property line is. Now the corner, we're just past it. So yeah, because it's right on the line with that field, I believe. Yeah, field's just over it. So we really don't own these trees here. We own the ones behind the house. I'm gonna leave those ones for now, use those as a last resort. So we are actually very quickly running out of trees, which is, I'm actually kind of shocked that we've cut down as many as we have so far. We may end up planting more later and doing some different stuff like that, but this is how our farm is kind of looking right now. Now, actually, we could, you don't even know if we can sell this. Can we sell it? Yeah, $0 though, so we're gonna hold on to that. We're not gonna get rid of anything that we don't have to get rid of, because anything that we have worth any amount of money, 0, 0, got 0 there, 0, 0. Yeah, so we're not gonna make it, which I actually kind of like. Oh, what about the this guy over here? I actually kind of dig that you can't actually make any money selling the stuff off the farm. You have to make money doing other stuff. So Yeah, that's kind of nifty. I really like that. But yeah, so I'm gonna keep chugging along and doing some different things on here. Now there was a new mod that came out, the Terraform or Terrafarm mod. Came out, allows you to kind of dig and do stuff on the ground. I might actually look into using that to hopefully maybe smooth some of this out. I think that'd be kind of cool to use that mod to do that instead of have to pay for the landscaping. I think that would be fair. Will take a while to do that, and I might do maybe like some time lapses of that sort of thing. The problem is we don't really have anywhere to haul stones to right now, which is one of the main, products that you're going to get from doing that sort of thing. But yeah, so as far as the forestry stuff goes, I think we're gonna hold off. We're gonna leave those as kind of an emergency deal, and I think we're gonna get some silage rolling here pretty quick. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna lease and all that different stuff, but I will. I'll let you know when we get going. We do have obviously our baler that we delivered last episode very sketchily, but there you go. So yeah, I'm gonna get some stuff done around the farm, kind of decide what we're gonna do going forward. I would like to cut the silage today in game. It's 1400 hours up there, 2:23 in the afternoon. I would like to get it all wrapped and baled and everything like that before today is over. That way we can actually well, make some money on it hopefully soon. So yeah, I will keep getting some stuff done. I'll bring you guys back in a little bit. We'll probably actually do a little bit of a time lapse of doing some of the mowing probably. I'll do the baling and stuff without a time lapse, but I think the mowing would be kind of nice to do a time lapse of that to kind of show what we got going on there. So I'll probably end up doing that on this episode. All right, we are coming up to the store to pick up our leased mowers. These two guys right here, which are found in the store under mowers. These two right here, pretty cheap setup actually. And then I think what we'll do, since I don't think those are going to windrow, we'll check, but I guarantee they're not going to. We'll go under windrowers here. We will lease then this guy, which is 8.4 meters, which would be pretty cool. And I actually picked up kind of a job for us a little bit. We're going to help out our friend down there we're going to help Todd out. He wants to get that grass mowed so he can start actually fixing it up. He's actually already got a lot of his fence put up, I think, if not all of it, which is pretty sweet. So we're actually going to help him out we're going to mow his grass and then windrow it and pick up what we can from there. I love how those flap in the breeze. But we're going to get all that done. So we'll run over there. I'll do that with you guys in here, and then we'll probably do a time lapse, me mowing down by the farm, and then we'll get it all windrowed and picked up at the same time. So Todd just wants me to have it done today. I guess tomorrow. Well, technically, yeah, it's October. He wants to try to get this a lot built on here, but he said with all the grass and foliage, it's gonna be a bit of a pain to work with. So he'd like it if we could mow it for him. He moved the bobcat out of the way, or his little skid steer. Oh, geez, Louise. Just tried to break his fence he just put in. But yeah, that's a nice fence. Nice fence he's got put in there. So we're going to try to mow at least most of it. He knows they're not going to do a perfect job, but if we can mow and bale and get some of it out of here, that would help him out. So we're just going to start getting that taken care of. We're not going to do this little bit next to the house, but if we can do the rest, I think that would help him out. So we're not going to charge him for it or anything like that. We're just going to do it for one to help him out, because we're probably going to end up buying stuff from him in the future. And let's just make sure there's no windrow. No, there's no windrow mode. Okay, which I figured and assumed there would not be, but I wanted to make sure. But yeah, this way we'll help him out, and we get a little bit extra silage, which would be kind of nice to have. This only mows if you go forward. Why is it not mowing? Oh, I know why this is not mowing. Because we are a contractor for stand by. We'll fix it real quick. We're gonna jump to this farm, and then now that we are on this farm, we are also going to buy them this chunk of land, because this part is outside of it. Okay, let's jump back to our farm. This is much easier though than, is it mowing now? Okay, there we go. There we go. I'll have to try to get some of that done a little bit better. We don't want to knock his fence out completely, hopefully. There we go. Okay, now we technically have access to this land now. Yeah, it's not going to take us very much, and we're not going to get a lot of grass off of it. This is more about helping Todd out than it is anything else, because I mean, we're leasing the mower anyways. This way he doesn't have to worry about it. He's gonna, sounds like he's probably gonna use his bobcat to just go to town on this thing tomorrow. He's got it on some sort of long-term lease from the store, and then hopefully he starts actually getting some more equipment stocked in here. We might actually end up buying some equipment from him, which would be kind of nice. He's gonna be a little bit of a little machine dealer, because our dealership doesn't really stock anything. So hopefully if he can stock some stuff, that would be kind of nice. It just kind of takes us a little bit of time to get stuff. I know I haven't played it that way necessarily, but yeah, so we just got to kind of hope for the best. and it'd be kind of nice to be able to get stuff from a local shop and stuff like that, which I guess I know our little shop would be probably technically speaking local as well, but that's okay. Get this mowed up here. Only a couple more strips and we'll be pretty much squared away. This is a fairly large mower setup, so it's actually pretty nice as far as all that goes. Yeah, this actually works really well as far as getting stuff mowed. Let's chip this away here. There we go. And again, we're not going to get all of it cleaned up. I'm sure he'll have to clean up a little bit of it with his Bobcat, but he's going to be just absolutely just hammering this stuff into the ground and getting a nice dirt pad set up. And you know what? If we start actually terraforming or whatever the mod is, we might actually talk to him about maybe if he wants to buy some of our gravel off of us and we can put it down, we can deliver it. Just charge him a little bit for that, just because we'll have to put a little bit more labor into it, and we'll have to get something to be able to actually haul it, which we don't have right now. But yeah, that might be something that's good to kind of help him out potentially. But there we go. All right, we'll get that opened back up, obviously, so we can actually head out of here. But there we go. We got all that mowed for him. We'll get that cleaned up here in a little bit after we get our windrower. But I'm going to go ahead and put a break in here, and I'll bring you guys back in with just kind of a nice, well, a nice time lapse of me doing some mowing around our farm on our land. So I'll see you guys here in just a bit. Welcome back, everyone. So it is October 1st, and if my... Why is it not closing? Why are you doing this? Automatic drop. Was doing it fine until I started recording, of course. But anyhow, sorry if my audio sounds a little echoey. I cleared out a lot of the stuff in my office, so I apologize first off for the lack of videos the last couple of days. I've been working on this episode for several days, just as I've had a little bit of time here and there, which I really haven't had any time. So I'll explain that before we wrap up this episode. So the reason I haven't had any time, I have been doing a lot of packing and getting a lot of stuff done at my house to get it ready to sell. So I own my house, but I'm going to sell my house and hopefully get a slightly larger, slightly newer house. I ended up finding a house that I really liked and I put an offer in on it, but I didn't end up getting it. I'm in backup if for whatever reason the initial offer doesn't go through, but the initial offer was I even offered a little above the asking price for it, and still their offer was quite a bit higher than that. So anyhow, so I was just getting ready to get everything to move and good to go, and today when you guys are I guess when you guys are watching this, it'll be on Saturday. I'm currently moving a bunch of stuff of mine into storage and stuff like that. I'm going to keep doing my videos and stuff like that. Obviously, I'll get to a point once everything's pretty much done on my house where I can just, obviously everything will be basically back to normal. So I'm going to focus on gameplay and try to get gameplay episodes out. Streams are going to be kind of halted for a little bit potentially, but I just want to give you guys an update with everything going on with me. It's all good stuff, nothing bad. I'm a little bummed I didn't get that house. That would have been great to, it was a nice house and I knew it was not going to be on the market for very long. So I tried to jump on it as best as possible, but it just didn't work out, but that's okay. I trust that there will be a better house for me later, or that one will be my house eventually if that's just the way it works out and the other offer doesn't work out for the people selling it. But anyhow, so yeah, that's why I've just been a little absent as far as videos go. I'm way behind on comments and all sorts of stuff as well, and messages and all that. I'm just desperate for time, and obviously I want to still keep trying to get videos out for you guys and stuff like that. And honestly, it's not even just to get videos out for you guys. Like, I love playing this game. I love getting on here. I love getting on No Man's Land and doing my thing and doing stuff. But anyhow, so as far as the farm goes, yesterday amongst all my craziness, I ended up, or not yesterday, but a couple days ago, amongst all my craziness, I ended up letting the game accidentally run forward for a couple hours. Well, yeah, anyhow, so it skipped me up until it was like basically dark out. So now today is the next day, and I didn't want it to be raining out while I was out baling, so I fast forwarded time. So this is not the same day as when I started doing all of this process and everything like that, so it's a little bit later. But I wish there was a statistic for when you're playing in multiplayer, because obviously I'm running this in multiplayer, keep things separate, but there is not, unfortunately. So yeah, good things happening. Everything's great. I'm fantastic. Nothing wrong. Work is just busy a little bit, even though I've been taking a day off here and there to help me get stuff ready for my house to get ready to sell and everything like that. I still probably have another, gosh, at least 30 or 40 hours of work to do in my house before it's going to be good to go, which I'm just been slowly cooking along, getting it ready to go. So that's why it's been a little crazy. I will probably still stream as time goes on here. I probably won't use my face cam because, well, I don't have any backstop. My office is just empty. I might, depending on what I can put behind. I don't know. I might put something temporary up. It just kind of depends what, you know, works out and stuff like that. But yeah, so I wanted to bring you guys back in an update. I was going to add a business and do some other role play stuff this episode. I just didn't get around to it. So you guys have been absolutely leaving some fantastic comments and ideas down in the chat, and I really appreciate all of that. So that is fantastic. Thank you guys for that. But yeah, any good ideas for businesses and stuff on here? Yeah, absolutely. Put them down in the chat or down below in a comment. That way we can I can add those to my list, and we can keep going and doing that sort of thing. But yeah, hopefully you guys are still enjoying this series. I know I'm enjoying playing on here. No Man's Land, again, is one of my favorite all-time maps. But yeah, I'm just trying to get a video out to you guys. Obviously, I don't want to sacrifice quality, and I don't think I'm doing that by even maybe putting out shorter videos and stuff like that. Because obviously there's a little bit of a time lapse in this one and stuff like that. That was the last thing you guys just saw before this segment. But yeah, I'm just doing what I can, getting stuff out when I can, stuff like that. Tutorial videos have been kind of paused. It's actually been kind of nice that no mods have been coming out, so I haven't had to worry about doing anything with that or anything along those lines. But yeah, this baler, I tell you what, guys, just unloads super slow. But anyhow, so yeah, and I will continue to try to do some Minecraft videos on Gamer Cop as well. I know I just started a series on there, and I was all about doing it. And again, I was not planning to have to do all this stuff in my house right away. It's just the way the market is. It's kind of like, well, you got to jump when you can jump. And I was planning to slowly get stuff ready to go over the next couple of months on my house, but it just seems like I was going to jump on it and try to jump on that house. And if that offer did end up going through, then I was going to have something like only 4 days to get my house ready. So I was going to have to do a ton of work on the house super quick and just absolutely hammering. I mean, I spent all day today, probably packed stuff, and was doing work on the house for about 10 to 12 hours today. And it's 10:30 at night. I took today off of work so I could do stuff around the house, and then tomorrow moving a bunch of stuff into storage and everything. But yeah, it's been wild, but all good things. The reason I'm trying to, because I know some people might ask, as far as everything goes, the reason I'm trying to get a different house is mostly because my house is it's an older house. It's a good starter house, don't get me wrong. I do like my house, but I want to get a house with a little bit more room, a little bit different layout. I like to have people over and kind of host people at my house and stuff like that, so I want to get a space that's set up a little bit better for that. And I also want to try to get a house that actually has a better space for like a more permanent setup Farmer Cop studio. And I know I talked about building a studio in my house that I'm in now, and that was a possibility, and it would have been probably just fine, but I don't want to invest the time and money into building a really nice studio and then end up moving eventually anyway. So hopefully this next house will have a much better setup for me and all that sort of stuff. And I can be a little bit more, pinned down and have just a really nice kind of more permanent setup for much longer term. And then hopefully that'll be my house for a while. So that's the plan there. I've lived in my house that I own right now for about 6 years. So I've been here for a decent amount of time. I know it's not a long time, but a decent amount of time. I've been working full time since I was 16. That's why I was even able to afford a house. But and when I bought my house 6 years ago, the market was completely different than its craziness right now. So I should be able to sell my house for a decent profit, which allowed me to help me kind of get down payment money and stuff for my next house that I'm gonna try to get. So, but yeah, so that's just kind of an update with me. That's why that's a very thick stump there. That's why it's been just a little lacking in videos, I would say, over the last few days and everything like that. So I appreciate you guys' patience. I know you guys are fantastic about all this, and you guys are like, yeah, take your time, do what you got to do and all that. So I really appreciate you guys. You guys are fantastic. I think this is where we're probably going to leave this episode. I will finish up that bale's done. Let's just get it out over here. I will finish up getting all this done off camera. By the time you guys get back in here for the next episode, hopefully I will have all the bales wrapped and fermenting, and then we'll hopefully do some more. I think the next episode I'd like to focus more on getting some more roleplay kind of stuff included in here, maybe get another business or two in here, stuff like that, and start maybe working on some subscriber contracts. We'll kind of see how that goes, but that's the plan. So that we'll see kind of what happens. But yeah, anyhow, I think that's where we'll wrap it up. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel, and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching.